Alright, back again with another Apex daily mission here on Massive Pound Drama's multiplayer. This is
wondering how Anthem's gonna turn out. Just campaign gonna be able to play it through the multiplayer, like two separate things.
Eliminate armed smugglers, fire-based Nimbus, silver level remnant, and the modifiers: sniper rifle skirmish plus 50% sniper rifle damage, negative 50 on assault snap, shotguns, pistols, 10 mission funds. And for the daily challenges, we got fire-based icebreaker waves, cat mastery, with the human male infiltrator for the character loadout, with the Lynette, hurricane, structural ergonomics, XP booster, and sniper rifle rail lamp. Well, I think it's gonna be pretty awesome, kind of like whether they describe it, a shoot to loot, like similar to Destiny, Division. If they take notes from those games and do not, or what's the phrase? Do not repeat the stupid shit that Destiny did. And actually, have you played the Division?
I haven't played any of those games.
Well, it was kind of like not so good in the beginning, but like after a couple of updates, it got real good after Christmas of 2017. You kind of got back into it around that time because they started doing like these public events, global events in the weekends. You get like extra armor. They redid some things. It's pretty awesome. I think there's one happening right now.
And they said it was a pretty solid game after a couple updates.
Yeah, it got pretty good. Now we're on Nimbus again?
Yeah, apparently.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Oh crap, oh yeah, you're gonna need to get your ascension up.
Get them kills. Like Spike.
And they said they're looking at Destiny's and Division servers to sort of create a hybrid between the two for
something like that. People were asking, is it going to be similar to Destiny because it has like small zones, but when you travel there's like a little bit of a loading, you can notice that. But Division has like an open world map that's divided into two, with the dark zone and the PvE. And they were wondering about something like that. And I hope they do something similar, but not like the dark zone where players versus players can steal other people's weapons and shit that they find in the dark zone and extract that out. I think that was a fucked up thing to do. They just gave everybody...
Aren't they still deciding if it's going to be player versus player?
I don't know about that. I gotta look more into it.
All clear for now.
I gotta see what they put in the blog and some information I can gather.
Has BioWare ever done, or Edmonton anyways, a PvP game? It's always co-op with them.
Hell, they've done segments for games, but I'm trying to remember what Edmonton did. I think they what's the multiplayer from Dragon Age Inquisition? It's something similar to this, but it was like a dungeon crawl, like Baldur's Gate.
Oh yeah.
What else?
I think they did Knights of the Old Republic, but I never played that, so I don't know if it was player versus player.
I think that was their first game that put them on the map. I don't think Was it player versus player? I didn't get the chance to play it, but I remember friends talking like it was like game that beats games. I heard the story. It was kind of like have you ever played World of Warcraft? That's when a lot of people were saying that culture was similar to kind of open
no, I haven't played that.
players there. MMORPG status, basically.
Oh yeah.
Squad member down. Hang in there.
On our way. Oh.
3 more to go. Shields down.
Took the bullets.
All clear for now.
Come on, reload.
We'll probably have separation if they do player versus player, and there's co-op, and then PvE, like
They
that
do something
storm
like,
thing. When you fly into the storm, you get that PvE event.
Classified data on the
Yeah,
Skirmish.
that's kind of like
In the trailer.
dungeon crawls.
Yep.
What was I thinking? Go for A.
1B.
If they do player versus player, I think it's gonna be some type of gauntlet arena thing.
Wonder how the mechanics would go for that, for like powers and weapons and stuff, because they do player versus player, and they have to do a lot of balancing between the two,
Yep. And that's
or
one thing
like certain things. Yeah.
people are hoping, like, keep the balance different from PvE and PvP.
Hang in there, Apex.
Because in Destiny they don't do it that way. They do it when they nerf weapons across both realms.
Yeah.
Like the story campaign and PvE. PvP.
Data received. That's a wrap.
No, I don't think they will do PvP, because how the game is, like, you know, it's, everyone's in that big city and it's the last of humanity, so it's probably like everyone working together.
Player, like arena type of thing. That's about it.
3 more to go.
Or something like this, 4-player co-op versus a bunch of monster waves or something, or dungeon crawl with
Yeah.
a boss fight at the end.
All clear for now. That's how it's done.
I just want to know if you just like fly forever or the mechs need to recharge.
Well, the suit's a mode of transportation, so I don't think it would have a limit on it. Maybe, I don't know.
That was something that they were like talking about. Like, it may have limits or not, but I think it would be awesome if it didn't. It makes travel a lot easier.
If it did have limits, then they could probably get upgrades to extend time or speed.
Yeah, something like that. You know, if they take a page from God of War, you know how he travels on the boat to like all the areas. It's kind of like it has no loading. It's like one solid like point A to point B, and I kind of see that with the flying mechanics. Like you fly up and like, you just travel to area. If they can pull something that off, load times would be non-existent.
Cool too, just put a bunch of stuff in there in between, floor-friendly things. Nice just to look at them.
From zone to zone. Because on Destiny,
When I think of stuff like that, huh?
on Destiny, you have to travel. You bring up the map and you load into the next zone or something like that. All right, what were we saying? Very good job.
When I think of smooth transitions, I think of was it Tony Hawk's Underground, where you're skating around and then the load screen is in between is the actual little mini skate area, so you can skate through it without having load screens. So I keep thinking something like that. That supplements the load.
Come on, face me.
Just 3 hostiles remaining.
Was it underground? Oh no, no, it was American Wasteland. Yeah,
Is that the one with Bam Margera in it?
that's the second one. I never played that one.
I remember a friend told me it was not that good. It was just like a reenactment of Viva the Band with Jackass with half the crew.
And my friend had that one. I was like, yeah, I'm probably not gonna play that one. Yeah, if the multiplayer and the single player are different, then I'll jump in the multiplayer day one. Because I'll be able to play the single player anytime, but you know, you gotta have updates and whatnot, so get more out of it. So when they do stop supporting it, if it's successful anyways, then if they stop supporting it, the game ends.
I hope they give it more support than they did for this. Speak of the dough.
Hello.
Hey, Bubba.
The going.
Wait. What are the dailies?
Icebreaker and cat.
Yeah.
Platinum.
Glass jaw.
Glass jaw.
Icebreaker and cat. Oh, it is on Icebreaker and cat?
No, I think the one glass jaw is on Sandstorm against the Remnant.
Oh. Relax. Go get him.
Where's the last three at?
Good. Stay sharp. Intel shows key enemy personnel in that area. Don't let them leave.
Hey, Bubba, tell me what's the bronze apex?
Rod, I'm loading.
As soon as you load in, man.
So
Target eliminated.
I felt good.
El Cobra. El Cobra.
Target eliminated. All targets down.
This is starting to be a party now.
What are you guys doing right now?
Silver apex, bronze 6 way.
You do the blood already?
Yep.
It's Icebreaker, Cat, Assault Rifle, Skirmish with bronze.
Awesome. You just run 2 bronze and you get your daily.
Relax. Go get him. Teammate injured. Alright. Is your current game full? Keep it up.
Yeah. Is me. Hey, Max Resistor joined? I didn't see that.
I think it was at the beginning of the round.
Who's not on the party?
Okay, so you guys got a full group. We're done here. Get yourself to the LZ.
Let's see.
So I'm just gonna start my. If you guys have got a full group, I'm just gonna start the bronze now.
Just do the bronze and
Bang
you
out
get
my
your dailies.
daily. Yeah, I'm gonna bang out the bronze, get my daily challenges. That with whatever I find. Assault rifle.
Just run with the Avenger.
For last shot?
No, the Avenger assault rifle. The bronze.
Oh. I'm just gonna put the pawn on some low level.
Put a low level engineer and just let the turn do the work.
No, my only engineer that's not maxed is the Grove. Well, I suppose I could just take the Grove into the that way, books don't join, don't matter. Make a walk excessive. Boss Siphon.
Alright, less than 30. Hey, listen.
So have we ever determined if putting something that boosts tech damage, does it actually boost the turret's damage?
That's how it gets it done. Come on.
It should boost the tech, or the drone's damage because it is a tech construct.
Right, but it just says tech power, it doesn't say construct. And they do differentiate a lot. Powers, anyway.
Oh, yeah, how the turbocharge doesn't count as combat.
I think it should count as combat, but
This turbocharge itself doesn't do damage, so it doesn't.
it's more of a buffer to your weapon.
It boosts. Right.
You were able to use freaking turbocharge for combat mastery. You could get it done definitely in one wave or one match. Actually.
Get it done in one match now. I mean, I've gotten the highest I've gotten so far in one match was like 80 or 90% one time.
I have gotten 95% of some of those in one match.
Playing with people, not solo.
With people. 95
Yeah.
with people and 90 when it was solo.
Yeah. I mean, I've gotten 80-90% with the combat and with one game on 0 with the insurgent.
Well, that was pretty awesome. So do what you guys do best. Hit me up with a comment down below. Leave a like. Don't forget to share the video. I really appreciate if you do. And if you're catching that replay back to my YouTube channel, hit that sub and notification button for the daily content drop. And a special thanks for you guys watching live on Twitch. Staying up late, gaming all night. That's how we do. That's how we roll. See you in the next one, and thanks for watching.